1 rooster and 4 hens. Folks, it don't get no better than that now.
Welcome back to Square County Homestead. Today we're going to the chicken auction. So I really want to make this video about us not us actually going to the auction, but don't let the auction intimidate you. They can be a lot of fun. So I'm going to give you the steps that we go by when we go to the auction. At the end of the video, I'm going to give you a lot of do's and don'ts. So I hope this helps somebody. There's old Rudy. We're going to let him go to the auction. We're going to catch him and about 5 of the good hens there. Reason being, we've got a lot of Rhode Island Reds. If you just seen the last video, we just hatched out like 25 of them. So we've got plenty. And Rudy, he's not quite a year old. The other hens aren't quite a year old. They'll be a real good starter for somebody. All right, so we got Rudy and the girls caught up. So we got four of his hens with him. You see we got plenty of hay. There's their feeder. And we take a gallon of water with us. There's their water back there in the back. We'll actually set it up when we get to the auction. One thing about this auction I like about, they will not accept any animals if you don't have sufficient feed and water for them while they're there. Really good place, really good people. So we'll be on the way. So we pulled up, and I've got to go to this little building over here. I'm gonna show my ID, and I will get a seller ticket. You'll do the same thing if you just want to be a buyer. They'll give you a ticket number. Oh, it's loud here. But you can see there's a lot of good stuff going on. So go up there, show my ID, get all situated, and we'll get old Rudy unloaded. So when you get registered, they'll give you a buyer seller number, which our number's 48, clearly marked. These will give you kind of the rules. So this card here, you can actually keep up with what you purchased or what you sold or make notes. So always take a little pen with you. That's just a double check, but the girls in this office here, they're really, really good. We've never had any issues. And they actually, like we dropped off, is showing quantity of 5, Rhode Island Red, 1 rooster, 4 hens. So it's like a receipt of what you dropped off. So it's always a good idea. Hang on to that. So this is what I do. I put a label. A lot of people don't do this, so you really don't know what you're getting. But I find it helpful. At least lets the people know what you got, how old they are, and just a little more information. Tags, so that's number 60. So that's number 60 in line. So if I was interested in making bids on this one, and they start from number 1, 2, 3, and on down the line, I would know whenever it starts getting close to number 60 to start paying attention. doing? Dropped off Rudy, so we'll come back later when the auction starts. All right, so me and Zoe's headed back to the little auction here. Now it starts at 10 o'clock in the morning. We had too much stuff to do. It's actually about 2:30 in the afternoon. But this auction is about 5 miles north of Carthage. That's on Highway 25 North. It's every third Saturday of every month. Okay. So we're headed back up there and see what's left and see where Rudy and his girls, see where they're at in line. We'll be there shortly. There's the auction. It's on the left-hand side. You see all the cars. We gotta run up here, turn around, and get back here to it. Alright, we're here, so we can find some parking.
So $21. Number 401, here's your little family of Rhode Island Red, 1 rooster and 4 hens. Folks, who don't get no better than that. 5 times the money. 1 young rooster and 4 hens. Look here, give $35. I'm 35 and 5 for 5. I don't know better than 35 now. I don't know better than 35, 35, 35, give $20. $20. I got $10. Now 12 and a half. Now 15. Now 15, $15, $15, $15, 17 half, 17 and a half, add a little bit of 20, now 20, now 20, now 20, now 22 and a half, add a little bit of 2 and a half, add a little bit of 22 and a half, 5, now 25 and 5, add a little bit of 25 and 5, add a little bit of 7 and a half, 27 and a half, now add a little bit of $30, now 30, now 30, now 30, get down a bit of 30, now 30, now 30, get down a bit of 30, so 27 and a half times 5 on buy.
Okay, so I'm gonna go back to the little building that I registered from, and that's where I'm gonna get paid. So we're gonna do that right now. Okay, so we went and got paid. Had a pretty good payday. $27.50 per chicken. That was times 5. They do take out a little bit of percentage, which is well worth it if you got 300, 400 people looking at your animals. We've seen a peahen go for $275, and we've seen some Benham roosters. They had a ton of those up here today. They went as little as 25 cents a piece. So I think we did good. We didn't buy anything. We wanted to, but I didn't have the space. That's one thing. Remember, if you don't have the space, you're not ready to get anything, don't get it. So Allison and Lindsay went dress shopping. Me and Zoe decided she wanted to come to the chicken sale. So that's how we spent Daddy-Daughter Day. Okay, so here we are. Hey, we always appreciate you watching our video. Today's gonna give you some do's and don'ts of the auction. Let me make this clear. Don't be intimidated to go to these auctions. You've seen in the video that it's just that simple. If you are a little intimidated, that's fine. Go to one, just watch, see what it's all about. Stay for a couple hours, then go back. Buying is a little bit easier than selling, but once you do it one time, you'll have it down pat. So don't stress over it. But anyway, made a list. What? I need a new hat. Hey, anybody got any company hats they want to send me? I'll be glad to wear it in the video. About the only advertisement I can get. But anyway, back to the list. I got some do's and don'ts. I just kind of made a little quick list. All right. So here's a do. Take cash. Now you can get a telephone number and call your local auction. They can tell you. A lot of this is online also. The place we go to, they'll take a debit card, of course cash, no personal checks. That goes to the don't just take a personal check. Here's a do, take a kid with you. Here's a don't let the kid harass the animals while they're there. Here's a do, talk to a lot of people there. Most people, make some connection. Most people there are just like you are. Small farm. They're usually from surrounding areas. Make a connection. They may sell something that you're in the market for. But here's a big don't. While people are registering their animals, don't try to go out there and buy that animal out from under the auction. That's a big no-no. Here's a do. Take a cage with you. Here's a don't. Don't buy without having something to house this animal in and take it home. Now at the beginning of our auctions, there's a lot of cages. There's nothing but cages that's for sale. And sometimes the seller, and we've done this before, we've sold with the cage. So the auctioneer would say, hey, this comes with the cage, da-da-da-da-da, and it sells. You get that buyer number or seller number. When you're bidding, show that number. You don't have to show it while you're actually bidding, but if you win that bid, make sure you show that number so the auctioneer can get it marked down. The don't, never be the first bidder. Never make the first bid, okay? And with that being said, you win the bid, pay up. Don't skip town. That's a good way to not be allowed back at the auction, okay? All right, this shouldn't have to be said, but it needs to be said. Sell quality animals. Now I'm gonna come back to this. Never sell sick animals. It's been done before. But if you sell quality animals, that auctioneer, that auction team, they're going to remember you, okay? They're going to start your bid off higher than normal if they know you always produce quality animals. And one surefire way I can tell if it's a quality animal, just without even looking at the animal, is what you house that animal in at that auction. If they got sufficient room, you know, you look like you actually cared, okay? If you've got a full-grown rooster shoved in a shoebox, nah, that's also telling me something. So, presence is everything, okay? Now, if you go in and let's go back to this selling these sick animals. You sell a sick animal. That auction team, everybody around is going to find out who is trying to sell this sick animal. You've made a name for yourself, I promise you. If they let you bring an animal back, that's a big if. You're not going to make any money on it, I promise you. Now you've seen in the video, here's a do. Add a little extra information to what you're trying to sell. Like I said, if I just see 4 or 5 roosters or 4 or 5 chickens in a cage out there, I don't know how old they are. I can kind of look and maybe can tell, but no surefire way. Put that extra little information on there that lets people know. I think it's just better. They're gonna pay attention to that, to your animal, if you do that, if that's what they're looking for. Here's the don't do that. Don't lie, okay? Don't have 5-year-old hens that's not laying and you call them 1-year-old hens. And don't catch a crow out there in the field and try to pass it off as a ham salami. Don't do it. These auctioneers, they know their animals. They see more breeds than me and you put together. They know their animals. If there is a doubt, they're not gonna try to drive that price up, even though they're making money off of it. They've got integrity. They're gonna do the right thing. I guess it's probably the last one. If they have food there, try it. Okay. So as always, any attaboys, criticisms, maybe you've got something to add about going to auctions, hey, put it in that comment section. And as always, we appreciate you watching.